And we are back from the Capital One Orange Bowl Media Tour here in Uptown Charlotte, presented by Duffy Sports Grill. Theo Dorsey, ACC Kickoff, Day 3. This is the headliner right here as we cap things off in Charlotte. And I'm joined now by Bill O'Brien, head coach for Boston College, going into your second season. And who would have thought after your first season, did you think you'd be like the other Bill in the ACC already? Like, what the heck, man?
I know. What's going on with that? No, it's good. It's good to have Bill in the league and Frank Reich in the league now. So, it says Ron Rivera at Cal. It says a lot about our league, that I think, these NFL guys are in this league. It's a great league. It's not a top-heavy league. We got great teams in this league, but anybody can win on any given day. So I think it's an exciting year.
Here we go. That was the topic of the day yesterday, the top-heavy, the SEC talk and everything. One thing I do applaud the ACC for is specifically what you said, the NFL ties, the elite-level coaching and whatnot. But how do you view this 17-team league that spans all across America when it comes to how many teams can actually contend for a conference championship? Because the ACC does feel more open than some of those other conferences who, there's some teams that know they're not in it every year.
Definitely. So I was in the ACC back in the day when I first started coaching. I was at Georgia Tech. I was at Maryland. I was at Duke. And it's not really it's the ACC, but it's not the Atlantic Coast Conference anymore, right? Yeah. It's a national conference, and you got Stanford and Cal, like you said, SMU. I mean, you've got all over the country. So I think it makes it an exciting league. I think, like I said, we got great coaches in the league. I think that on any given night or day, Saturday or Friday night or whatever, anybody can win. And I think that's what a good league's all about. And I'm excited for the season for BC. I'm excited for this conference, and think it's going to be a great year.
We're looking forward to that year. We're looking forward to see what the Eagles can do in year 2. What's the biggest change? What's the biggest difference? Y'all popped out last year, a couple of big wins early, sustained some of that excellence through the season, but I know you got bigger goals for next season. How do you view what this offseason is going to be like and then what y'all are going to have rolling in the fall camp?
Yeah, I think we still have to continue to learn how not to lose before we can learn how to win. You know what I mean? We have a slim margin of error at BC. We've got you're right, we were 4-1, and then we lost a few in a row because we turned it over. Those teams beat us, don't get me wrong, but it was a turnover here. It was a missed turnover, missed interception here, missed tackle, bad punting, whatever. We have to eliminate bad football. If we can eliminate the bad stuff and replace that with some good, more consistent football, the difference for us between 7 and 10 wins is very small. And so I think that's going to be a big part of it.
You got a lot working for you at Boston College with the academic prestige of the university. Obviously, regionally in the ACC, you can kind of get a bigger stranglehold on that area for some prospects. But then I'm curious for you. I liked how you talked about NIL.
Yeah.
I liked how you talked about how your structure at Boston College is the guys who earn it and who are older in the program can earn more.
Yeah.
The guys coming in have more of a set rate. I'm curious, though, for you, what are the things people that sign up and play Boston College football, what do they do between their freshman and senior year that have you evaluated and say, yes, you can get a bump in your NIL or pay scale that we're going to be giving you at BC?
This is the best NIL question I've ever been asked.
Oh, man. I mean, this is what we do on Theoretically Speaking.
Finally somebody – because I think this is – so basically when you come in as a freshman at Boston College, I would say 95% of the guys are making the same amount of money. Maybe a quarterback makes a little bit more money, but basically they all make the same amount of money. From that point forward, do you have to be an All-American? No, but you got to be a decent player, right? You got to be a guy that's a contributing member of the football team, somebody that's in the, on the depth chart relative to this guy's got a chance to play. Doesn't have to be all conference right away, but this guy's going to be a good football player. Then you got to go to class. Then you have to have a certain GPA. Then you got to give back to the community because Boston College it's about a man and a woman for others. We do a lot in the community. So our guys, they're busy, and they're always doing things. So after your first year, if you're doing those things and there's a bright future for you on the field and off the field, you're getting a raise. And then, obviously, as you become a really good player, you're getting another. Things happen. They say it's not pay for play. I know I get in trouble for that, but let's not be idiots. That's a part of it, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think at BC there's more to it. So we have a criteria list of things, and those are some of the things that we look at for those guys to earn more money.
See, that's what I want to see, though, because when you started talking about that, I started imagining what does that conversation look like when Bill O'Brien, hypothetically calls me into his office and he tells me I'm getting a raise. You know how we always see those walk-ons get a scholarship videos?
Yeah.
Y'all got to pop that off at BC once y'all start flowing that in.
It's true. I mean, hey, you bring a guy in. Like, we have guys, like, this guy here, for example, Bam Crouch. Mm-hmm. When I first got to BC, Bam Crouch I would say he was on the verge of leaving. He was thinking about, and all of a sudden, a few conversations, myself, Tim Lewis, he started to flip it. Now he's one of the leaders of our team. He's got a good GPA. He goes to class. He loves BC. He's one of our best players. He got a raise.
Yeah.
And so he earned that. You know what I mean? He earned that between, the 18 months that I've been here. He earned that, and I think that's a good model of what we're trying to do.
My producer and co-host on Theoretically Speaking, Christian Cat, C-Cat, as we love and call him, he told me to tell you thank you for Penn State. Apparently something you did in those 2 years spawned him to not only want to go there but then get his degree from there, and now he's a big-time sports talk radio guy. So he wanted to share that with you. He said it had something to do with Allen Robinson in Michigan. I mean, what do you remember about that?
Yeah, no, so I took over for Joe Paterno right after during the Jerry Sandusky, problem there. And so we overcame. We had a lot of great people around us, and it was great. I mean, good coaching staff, good players, and we beat Michigan in a quadruple overtime game in 2013 at Penn State. Allen Robinson caught a pass to win the game, and it was a great night.
He said he was a kid watching that game, and that was the day he made the decision. So I guess Penn State can thank you for his, $200,000 in tuition, but then also he wanted to share his thanks for making him a Nittany Lion.
Yeah, it was great. Awesome.
I'm curious for you, man. You, with Boston College, though, and the trajectory of the ACC, just how optimistic, how happy are you to be kicking off this next season, and how much do you see this as a place that's a destination? Because you've been many places, but a destination where you're going to be around for a while because of what you have set up there.
I love it here. I love BC. I love coaching the team. I'm from Boston. My wife went to school at BC. She's a 92 grad. I enjoy coaching this team. I love the school. I love what the school represents. I believe in what we're trying to do, and let's see how it goes. I'm here. This is it for me.
Right. I love that. And you know what? Maybe somebody's going to call you in the office after hearing that and get you that same raise you gave to your guy.
You never know.
Bill O'Brien,
Thank you. Yeah,
thanks again for your time.
Yeah.
Enjoy Charlotte.
Thank you.